Hey, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a quick little video today talking about what I take to the trail with me, what I ride with on the trail, and what I take with me in the car to every ride that I go to. And stay tuned later this week, part 3 of the Michigan mountain bike road trip will be coming out. We visit DTE Energy Foundation trails. We had a great time there, much better time than the Crystal Mountain Adventure we had the week before, or the day before, sorry. But make sure to check that out. It'll be coming up this Thursday at 8 p.m. Hey, don't forget guys, you can order your Toogy Howser MTB merch. You can get hats, shirts, 3/4 inch jerseys, hoodies, all that on the perfect line. There'll be a link in the description below. Check that out. Pre-sale ends the end of August. So let's take a look at what I take with me to the trail and what I ride with. Basically, this is what I bring every time I go to the trail. I'll bring my toolbox. It has a lot more like permanent stuff that I don't take on the trail, but I'd like to have on me just in case I need it at the trailhead or I have to do a major repair or something like that. I bring this Hot Laps, Dakine Hot Laps 5-liter hip bag. It does have a bladder for it, but I don't actually use that. I just use this mainly just for carrying stuff on the trail. And of course, a floor pump. Always make sure I have a floor pump with me when I go to the trail. So let's look at what I carry on me on the actual trail ride itself. This just gives you an idea of what I take on the trail every time I go for a ride. I'll have a set of tire levers here. These are just Pedro's little mini tire levers. Come in super handy if I ever need to repair a tire or out in the field. I have just a couple snacks here, just a carb refuel thing and a Cliff Bar. Always just make sure I have something in the bag in case the ride ends up being way longer than I expect it to be. I'll have that in the bag. Of course, a multi-tool. You always want to make sure you have a good quality multi-tool. This is a Toe Peak one. It's got a chain breaker and basically all the major tools that you're going to need. This has come in handy a few times on the trails, so that's probably the number one important thing that I carry with me is a nice multi-tool. I also have in here this is a CO2 inflator and some CO2 cartridges, just in case I do get a flat on the trail. This comes in handy. I carry these instead of a tube for sake of ease and taking up less room. And speaking of tubes, since I do run tubeless, I do have this tubeless repair kit. This thing looks a little worse for wear just because my buddy Pickles got a hold of it and decided to chew on it a little bit. So we can thank him for that. But it's still fully functional tubeless repair kit if I ever need to replace or ever need to repair a hole in the tubeless tires. What else do we got in here? I have a couple different multi-links that I carry with me. I have one for the 11-speed Roscoe and then the 10-speed Rain. Just some quick links if I need to replace or fix a chain on the trail. It's good. It's handy to have these in the bag. Of course, I got to carry my stickers around with me on the trail just in case I run into anybody. Can give them a sticker there. What else do we got? Do we got anything else in here? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and then just basically just my GoPro. I just carry extra GoPro accessories and batteries and stuff in there, of course, for doing the videos. And then I'll usually carry also an extra GoPro in here on a little mini tripod when I'm out riding. It's easy to just reach back in there and grab that when I'm out riding. So this is the toolbox that basically lives in my car during riding season. And it's got all the stuff in it that I need at the trailhead, getting ready for the trail, or if I have a major repair and have to go back to the trailhead for repair, I try to carry everything I need in here. All right, so this is what I take with me. I'll have a nice tire pressure gauge, which comes in handy, just making sure that the tire pump is accurate. I'll use this over the tire pump, or the floor pump itself. Carry some extra tubeless valves and some valve core removal tools here. Just make sure I have these at all times. You never know when you might need to replace one out in the field. Shock pump, of course, for making adjustments to the pressure for the shock and the fork. This is a nice Rock Shock one I picked up. It's got a nice digital display. I carry a couple bigger multi-tool sort of things, Park Tool ones, just Allen keys. A little bit easier to work with than a multi-tool if I have to do a bigger repair. Carrying an adjustable wrench just in case, you never know when you might need that. It'll come in handy, especially with a cassette tool like this. And I do have a chain whip underneath all this stuff here, but these, haven't had to use these on the trail, but you never know when you might have to. Got some other heavier duty tire levers in this toolbox as well. Have a torque wrench that has the major, like the most popular bits with it, and I think it goes from 4 to 6 Newton meter. If I need to make some adjustments to the headset or whatever, it's nice to be able to torque them down to the proper specifications. Some Gorilla Tape, because you never know when you might need some of that to fix something. Chain lube, pretty self-explanatory. And just a couple other odds and ends. Needle nose pliers, and I have this little mini multi-tool I sometimes run. I'll just shove this in my pocket. If I'm doing a short little XC loop or something like that, I'll just stick this in my pocket and not worry about taking the backpack or the hip pack. So in here now we just got some of the stuff that I don't use too often, but it's here just in case. We have more CO2 cartridges just in case I need to stock up and fill up my hip bag before riding, so just extra ones of those. I do have a tube. In here just in case worst comes to worst. I actually had to use one of these a few weeks ago when I dented my rim in Kelso, so this came in handy. And it's actually just a 26er tube. It'll actually stretch out and be totally fine for a 27.5 and even a 29-inch tire. So I just carry this 26-inch tube around with me just in case. A couple spare sets of brake pads. I got some the resin ones that I have running on the Roscoe, and a set of metal ones for the rain, or sorry, other way around. These are the metal, these are the resin ones, but regardless, you get the point. First aid kit always comes in handy. You never know when you might need it. Oh, and of course, I do have this the chain whip tool. If I did need to remove my cassette or something, it's there. So then just some zip ties and stuff. You never know when a zip tie will come in handy out in the field. It's good to have some with you. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was just a little bonus video showing what I ride with on the trail and what I take with me to every trail ride. This has been a work in progress for over a year and a half since I've been riding. This is just what I take. In the comments below, let me know what you take, what you think maybe I should add to my kit that I bring with me when I hit the trails and what I ride with. Always looking for suggestions on what I should maybe add to the bag or add to the toolbox. Don't forget to make your order for Toogy Howser MTB merch and get a hat, just a sweet hat like this. You can get shirts, hoodies, 3/4 inch jerseys on the perfect line. The link in the description below, and the pre-sale ends the end of August. So thanks for liking the videos, thanks for subscribing, all that good stuff. And as always, keep your feet on the pedals. Did you eat my tubeless tire kit? Did you eat it? What are you chewing on now? Just a piece of wood?
Oh, shut your face, Toogy Howser.